Hey, how's it going, everybody, from the Caffeinated crew? This is Gio, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Mario Kart Tour has been out now for roughly about a week or so, and so I wanted to give you guys my honest review of the game. You know, Mario Kart is one of those games that I hold near and dear to my heart, and I've been looking really forward to this game coming out. And so I wanted to break this review down into 4 different sections, so that way we can highlight and discuss some of the areas that this game really does shine, and some of the areas that, you know, could use a little bit of an improvement. And with that being said, let's get just right into it. So the sections that I had mentioned earlier were controls, stages, gotcha factor, and overall, is the game fun? So let's get started with the first section, and that's the controls. So as you can see in this clip, I'm starting the game up for the first time, and the controls are pretty simple. Kart moves forward on its own. Kind of has to, since there's no dedicated A button like its predecessors do. And the only thing that you have to worry about is turning left by swiping left, or turning right by swiping right. If you've drifted enabled, then you can hold the directional to get a boost as well. Using items in this game is pretty easy too. You just tap the screen. You either tap forward to launch the item forward, or tap back to throw it back. Though the control scheme in this game is a little easy, it does present itself with a few problems. First and foremost, the most annoying thing that this game at times does is that it has a difficult time of distinguishing the difference between left and right swipes. So, say you need to make a sharp left turn, and the game can register it as you're turning right, leaving you with these awkward moments. Yeah, not fun at all. There's also a few things that I would recommend turning off if you're still playing the game after this review. You know, just, what am I kidding? It's a fun game. Head into the menu really quick and tap settings. If you haven't already enabled manual drift, it's better. Just do it, please. Trust me. Just enable it. Do yourself a favor. Disable the smart steering function. This guides your car, so if you're trying to do something off the beaten path, let's say drift a little bit too far off its guided route, it won't let you, and it can make driving not so fun. I would also disable auto item. By disabling this, it'll allow you to save items that you haven't used yet. If you decide to leave this on, then that just means that any item that you pick up in the item box, you'll be forced to use, so you can't save items. So if, let's say, you're in first place and you have a banana or a shell that you're holding onto to not get hit, you're gonna be forced to use it. Now, the last one that I have here is kind of, I find it annoying. It's called gyro handling. I have it disabled. What this setting allows you to do is, like it mentions there, is it allows you to control your cart by tilting your phone. And honestly, it's kind of annoying. Any slight movement affects your cart. Overall, the controls aren't bad, but they do need some tweaking when it comes to at least... Okay, so let's talk about stages next. So far, I've played the game up until the Baby Mario Cup, and honestly, for a mobile game, man, does this game look really good. The graphics look crisp, there's no lag or latency found thus far, and you know, Nintendo's done a really good job of making these stages that would normally fit your big screen TV fit on a small mobile device, and somehow still make the stages feel fun and fresh. In some of the cups, stages do repeat, but new ramps are added, new paths that you can take are added, and at times a completely new challenge that makes the stage feel new every time you play it. Take these 2 videos as an example. Not to mention as well that the soundtracks from every previous game have been included as well, which is awesome because Mario Kart has an amazing soundtrack, and honestly, this game is no exception. Each stage's completion rewards you these, like, Mario Galaxy stars? I'm gonna call them sprites for the rest of this review. Yeah, we're just gonna call them sprites. These sprites allow you to keep unlocking new stages and rewards, so that way you can continue to play the game. And as you play the game, you earn more. And by earning more, you can get an occasional gem. They give you carts, gliders, gold. Gold? Did I mention gold? Yeah. It's mostly gold. Most of the things you unlock with these sprites are gold, but you do get the occasional cart or glider. Now, to get back to the sprites, these sprites are awarded to you for completing stages, and only if you meet the required score to unlock them. Now, let me explain. Each stage awards you a variety of points for things like jumping, gliding, how long you can stay in the air, or hang time, boosting, collecting coins. And also at the beginning of the race, you get points depending on the character, cart, and glider configuration that you pick. That's right, you actually get points before the race even starts. Let's take a look at the track New York Minute as an example. Now, you'll notice that I picked Pauline, and because I picked her, I get 3 items every single time that an item box is dealt to me. That's kind of a big deal, because I'm going to have an advantage over everyone else that doesn't get to pick a special character. You know? Like, if you see here, if I pick Koopa, or if I pick Toad, I only get 2 or 1 item. That kind of sucks. Let's look at the carts. Maybe the carts balance things out, and no, they don't. As you can see, since I don't have any of these special carts, I don't get the ×2 bonus. I don't get a 1.5 score multiplier. I'm stuck with just the 1 times bonus. Let's take a look at the gliders, and yeah, it's the same thing. My combos aren't going to get multiplied, so that means that I can do really, really well in the race, even coming first, and still not get enough sprites to continue playing the game. Now, you may be thinking, well, Gio, just continue playing the game, and eventually you'll unlock all the carts, just like you did in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? Right? Wrong. There's only 3 ways in this game that you can unlock characters, carts, and gliders. And those are by being rewarded to you by sprites, buying them in the shop, or by spending the red gems or the real-life money currency to pull in the loot box system that this game has. Which kind of bleeds into my next section, which is the gacha factor, or as EA likes to call it.
What we look at as surprise mechanics.
Okay, all kidding aside, let's talk about the elephant in the room. And what I think is the biggest flaw that this game has to offer. The gacha system. Now, just want to make it clear, I don't have an issue with gacha games. I actually play a lot of gacha games. A lot of them are mobile. And there are other big box games that have loot box systems. And I don't mind loot box system, provided that it doesn't hinder performance, scoring, or it doesn't give you a direct advantage over other players that are playing the game. In other words, if the loot boxes are purely cosmetic, I'm okay with it. Some of the games that have systems like this include, you know, League of Legends, Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, to name a few. And I'm not saying that these games have the perfect loot box system. Hey, Blizzard, looking at you. Stop giving me the damn Diva skins and just give me my Genji Illidan skin. Damn it! I just want to tell my enemies that they're not prepared. Jeez. What were we talking about again? Oh, right. In this game, you can spend the in-game gems that you've earned by playing. And I'm level 9, play around 30 some levels, and I've only earned like 53 gems, and that's being generous. That's only really given me 1 10 pool and maybe 1 or 2 extra pools. The alternative is that I can pay real cash to get more gems, because there's no real other way to get characters unless I spend coins, and if I don't get enough coins throughout my races, I can spend 5 gems if I wanted to do a course called Coin Rush to earn more coins. But now I'm wasting gems to get characters, to get gold, to buy characters. Am I the only one that's confused here? Yeah, this system is designed to make you spend money to play a game that doesn't really need to be a gacha. Admittedly though, they still did a better job than Dr. Mario. Yeesh, that game was
surprise mechanics.
That I didn't get to mention in any other section is that some of the functions of the game are locked by a huge paywall. And that's right, you can pay $5 a month to unlock 200cc. For a lot of players, 200cc is the only way to really play Mario Kart, and Nintendo knows this, and they're going to take advantage of that. So if you want to play your favorite mode, then you're going to have to pay some money every single month to unlock it. In addition, outside of the tier system in some of the stages, there's no player versus player mode yet. Meaning that you're never really racing other players, only bots disguised as players. So why am I spending money on this game? Oh, right, yeah. To keep playing, because I need sprites. To continue getting sprites, I need more characters, and which means that if I want more characters, I have to spend money to play the... Oh my god, my head hurts. Oh my god, why, Nintendo, why? But with all that being said, let's take everything into consideration. Is the game still worth playing? And is the game still fun? And honestly, I think it is. Well, for now, that is. If you're looking for a game to just scratch like the racing itch, then you'll find this game quite enjoyable. Honestly, this game is addicting and it's a lot of fun. That's until they release the player versus player mode and increase the paywalls. Which means that if you want to be the best, then you'll need to invest. Get it? In getting better carts and glider combinations, that is, to maximize your points. You know? So, though Nintendo hasn't officially made a statement as to how it would unlock or how the PvP mode is going to work, I can see this going tournament style, kind of like how they do it on the Switch version, where you play 4 to 5 rounds and whoever gets the most points wins the game. Just think about it. If you beat Brazilian Brian in all 4 races in the Switch version, then at the end of the race, you should have 60 points, making you the winner. Period. But in this game, if Brazilian Brian has all the best carts and all the best gliders, then he's going to get awarded more points than you, regardless if you come in first or not. Meaning that this game is going to have it's huge on pay to win. I don't know how Nintendo plans to tackle this, or if they even plan on tackling this, but if the game's going to be huge pay to win PvP, then I may not be interested in playing this game for much longer. Well, with everything that we've talked about, guys, I'm glad that you've enjoyed this review. Thank you for sticking all the way to the end, and I really hope that you tune in to our weekly podcast and live streams, where we talk about games, anime, D&D, and all things nerdy. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Gio with the Cafecito crew, and I'll see you guys past the finish line. Peace!